What is happening, guys? Right, when it comes to YouTube videos, what's one of the most important things when it comes to filming? If you don't have natural light, so if you're working in a studio that is a box, you don't have windows, you don't have natural LED lights or anything like that, what is one of the most important things? That is lights. So at the moment, I'm currently running on two boom lights, which are, I don't even know what size bulbs they are. They're in huge bulbs. And their maneuverability isn't exactly the best. They sit on a tripod, which is great, but the way I've put my studio at the moment, there isn't much room to move around. So, my very good friends at KF Concept decided to send me over one of their new lights. And this I'm excited about because these are incredible. The way these are designed is that nearly all YouTubers, creators, photographers, they use this similar light for its brightness, maneuverability, and adaptability. So we're going to be taking a look at this today, and I am extremely excited. So why don't we go to the ceiling, see what this has to offer, and then we'll start doing some tests, and we'll do a teardown of specifications as well. Sorry, I'll move. So let's go do that now. So guys, here we have it. This is the light we're taking a look at today. So this is the ST-60W photography light, and this is what we're looking at. So why don't we get this broken down and we'll get everything unboxed and see what we are working with. So here we have it, guys. This is everything that we get into content. So let's go through a few of the parts. Small little manual here. This is pretty much just going to tell us everything we need to know about controlling this light, which is nice. So we also get this little white box, and inside here I believe is the remote. So this can be controlled from the light itself, but if you have this in, say, a place up in your rafters, you can also control it via the remote as well. So you don't need an exciting remote there, just simple on-off buttons. There's a few different channels, the grid, and also set, and then obviously the LCD screen. So if I flick that on now, if it's got any batteries in it. No. So it is powered by two AAA batteries, so I'll grab some of them later. So when we have this operational, we'll be able to go through that. They also send you two extra fuses as well, just in case anything does happen to them. So you do have a backup there as well. Now we do have a very traditional power supply here going on. I'm sure a lot of you will be able to recognize this from your monitors or even the back of your power supplies for your computers, etc. So it is a very generic one, but it is a large cable as well. So if you do have this IA up in the rafters or anything from a far distance, this is not going to be an issue. So we do have the cone as well. So this is going to be for reflecting the light. So we'll go a little bit more into that in detail, but let's have a look at the light itself. Now, this is a massive light. As you can see, you've got a handle on the back here, and we've got a few different things going on. So if I take that off, as you can see, there is a giant LED going on here. And also you do have a lot of aluminium pins going around here, and this is going to be, a lot of it is going to be for cooling. Now, to the bottom here, we do have a stand here as well. So this is going to be for your tripod, but it is very generic, but it also does have a screw lock on the side there. So if your tripod is slightly different to generic sizes, you will also be able to use that. Then you also have a rotation arm here, so it depends where you want to fit this. You have full maneuverability of where you would want this to actually stand, mount, or anything like that, which is absolutely great. Now, the housing of the light itself is an alloy or a metal, and the fascias and the back are hardened plastic, which is quite nice. And now we get to the back. So this is where the main thing happens. So we have our LCD screen going on here. We have our GR and channel, and we also have run. And then we also have our power dial. So it depends how bright we want to have the light. If your fuse does blow, all you need to do is make sure this is turned off, isolated, and there's no power left in it. Get a screwdriver, a flathead, or a Phillips, and undo that, and then just slide one of the new fuses back in there. It is important that you know that, just in case you do have any issues with this. And then we have our main power supply and our main on-off switch, which is very, very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this set up on a tripod, and we're pretty much going to see what this light can do. So guys, what we're going to do is actually mount this extremely large light here onto a tripod I have here. This is something I use for my other lights, which is pretty generic. You either have a screw thread on the top, or you do have a a little chamfered bracket here which allows you to attach lights to. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to slide this on top of here, loosen this off a bit. So there we go, you can see it's slidden on, and then just simply tighten that up. And that is not going anywhere at all. Like I said about the side with the handle, if I untwist that, this allows me to have full maneuverability of where this is going to go. And it depends on the tripod. You could also have a full swivel. If it is a static tripod, unfortunately, you won't have that feature. But like I said, this sort of stuff, you have full maneuverability of what you want to do to this light. And then the arm on the side simply locks it in. Now, if you want this fixed on a singular spot, you can use the plastic cone that it comes with. That simply slides in and locks in like that. And then on the side here, there's a little button there. If you click that and then twist, and then the parts come directly off. And that works the exact same with the metal cover as well. So that just locks in like that, and then you do have this large, very, very large light going on right here. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to get this plugged in, and we're going to see what we're working with. So guys, I've got the power supply all plugged in. I'm going to turn this probably away from you guys because I don't really want you guys getting blinded. But I have also put two AA batteries into the back of the remote. So if I turn this way first, we can have a little look what's going on here. So as we see, we do have the LCD screen. I'm going to leave the plastic coating on because I've got no reason to take that off. But as we can see, we also have the power button. So if I get this slid in properly, power button on, as you can see, this is illuminated. And then the screen has come on. So at the moment, it says 100%, channel 1 and group 0. So if I turn this down, we can see that the dial is going to go down. But also, if I grab the remote and turn it on. So if we look from the screen there and the remote here, as you can see, the remote is fully connected. And then obviously it's simple as on, off, on, off. Now the remote is brilliant. You can also set the... So as we can see from the screen here, we are at 50% at... Well, you can't really see that very well. So 50% at 5600K channel 1 GR. And simply, it's just as simple as clicking the on button and the light will turn on. So if I turn this a little bit this way. So as you can see, the LED is extremely bright. And that is only at 50%. So I'll try and do this where it doesn't blind anyone. If I turn that all the way up to... So that is now at 100%. And as you can see, that is extremely light. There is a lot of heat coming and generating off that. So that's something you definitely need to be wary of about this certain light. But that is absolutely incredible for a light this size. And it's just as simple as a click of a button and you can turn this on and off, and it really is as simple as that. So like I said, you can use the remote as well. So if this is in higher areas, all you need to do is simply click the off button and the light will turn off. Click it on again and you are done and dusted. It really is as simple as that. KF Concept really have made this light perfect for any YouTuber, influencer, photographer, videographer, you name it, this will be perfect. So there we have it, guys. So that was the light that we've just went through, the ST-60W light from KF Concept. Now I have to admit, that is absolutely phenomenal. Now, the lights I'm using at the moment, yes, they are great, but they're extremely large, they're bulky, and there's not really much place I can put them. I can't mount them to the wall, I can't mount them to the ceiling. Well, I probably could, but I really don't want to. But with something like this, it is extremely simple. So, if you go onto Amazon online and grab one of these, so this cost me literally next to nothing. And it's as simple as a thread and a chamfer on the side there, and then a simple backing plate so you can attach this to anything you want. And then there's different sizes and different lengths. I'll pop a link in the description for this as well. But like I said, this can just be fitted to the wall or the ceiling and really is as simple as that. Locks in together, no issues whatsoever. So that is going to be perfect for me. So when I get a few more of these, I want roughly about 3 of them in this room, 2 in the top corner and 1 in the center. So I constantly don't have to keep changing my lighting arrangements, moving that. So if I'm doing a video here, there, or everywhere, my lights can stay where they want. I can adjust them via the light itself instead of having to mess around with tripods. But in the end of the day, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. And if it did help you in any shape or form, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you have any questions about this camera or anything else from the KF Concept website, if you drop down in the comment section below, I am more than happy to help you. But as always, guys, thanks very much for watching. And as always, I'll catch you on the next one.